directly before this, I watched my original video for this series, and I gotta say, me back then knew some shit. Like, if you were to go look at it, everything that I said through and through was so applicable. I was like, I was never good at this YouTube thing, mostly from the consistency standpoint, and I think that was foreshadowing for what was to come, so yeah, I was on to something, but man, seeing the screen again, being back here talking to all of you, y'all already know, man, I love this game. I've enjoyed coming back, being a YouTuber again. Since this resurgence of the channel, we finished a couple games, had a lot of interaction, some good support, and it's been so surreal, man, and I can't thank you guys enough, and I'm just super excited to be back here, because, case in point, this game is actually my second most viewed series after Tron Evolution. That was something that I was shook to see about, like, 3 weeks ago when I was looking at my channel analytics. I was like, wow, wait a minute, this game was, doing alright, and obviously we never finished it, but I'm looking forward to adding this to the list of completions. And yeah, man, like, I don't know, it's just, it'll never get old to hear this theme, see this screen. But as usual, I'd appreciate any and all support that you guys have to give as we finally go down this track to finish out this entire game. And really, that's all I got, man. Without further ado, it's time for more LA Noire.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the Homicide Desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
This lipstick's too light for my computer.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
I recognize that guy from the paper.
I will say, I do think it is perfect that upon return, we're starting off on the Homicide Desk. Out of all the desks, the primo assignment.
I'd rather you took the wheel.
Yeah, well, I am not going to be doing that. Okay, everything's already set up. Also, something I just remembered. So at some point, I think it was like last year, I 1000 Gamer scored this game. So what that meant was, as you can see, we're level 20, and unlike previously in the series, we're not just going to level up and get intuition points, we're just going to have an intuition point maximum of 5 at the start of every single case. So that's nice to have at our disposal. And through that as well, we also got some wonderful little outfits. So that was odd, I forgot. You have to like stand completely still. But there we go. So you start off standardly in this case with Sword of Justice for this entire desk ultimately. This is what you get it for. But I've also unlocked other ones like the Incognito, which some of these have like specific buffs. If I remember this one, it just really makes it hard for you to get spotted. It's like incredibly hard for you to get spotted without like touching tips with the person. And then this one, obviously, you don't have to reload anymore. And then of course the Untouchable. I think I'm going to go off script here. I like the sharpshooter. Chicago Lightning. And then obviously, like, at certain points, you're going to want to use that, because when you have those weapons at your disposal, which comes later in the game, it definitely is beneficial, but I really don't know what I want to use right now. We're on Homicide, so I think I want to go with the incognito, not because we're necessarily hiding for everyone, but because it's dark and brooding, kind of like death itself.
You lousy bastard.
You're behind the wheel. What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
The Dahlia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Are we any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do, exactly what I said. We're going to pop some intuition. There's not even, like, a lot of... Okay, well, now I'm actually thinking about not doing that. Because if I remember correctly, there's not even a lot of stuff to find here. We'll hold on to it.
Carruthers.
Phelps, you make Homicide?
Looks like it. Galloway has been making me feel welcome.
I bet he has.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
So we'll
Cause
start
of
with the
death?
body.
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Interesting.
So, well, yes, I did get 5 stars on all these cases.
What about this wound on the
I don't
finger?
remember every single thing.
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Ah, yes, this is where things start getting very gruesome in this game.
What's the writing on the victim mean?
BD, Black Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killers trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Also, something I forgot to mention, because obviously I played that game back in 2018, some of the last videos, so everything was 1080p back then, but I'm no longer playing on the Xbox One, so everything going forward is going to be 4K, as we're playing on the Series X now.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
So small quality increase, hopefully you enjoy that. I gotta say too, it's honestly crazy hearing myself from back then. Like, I was 18 when I was playing this game. If not 19. And I'm 26 now. Like, that's crazy. I'm 26 playing Noire again for YouTube. What the thunk is life?
It's like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Yeah, I remember this part. This is like a... It's like a lighter. And yeah, if you ever plan on like going and getting all the collectibles in this game, be prepared, because getting all the vehicles, that was probably easily the most difficult thing to do. Like, outside of that, it wasn't that serious, but waiting and trying to find them, and then, like, I think a little bit of it's definitely RNG, like, if you get lucky to find the shit that you're looking for, so, yeah. But that was like a time where I was really going out of my way to try and get platinums and games completed on Xbox. Between here and PlayStation. Now, again, we don't have time to do that, but for a time, it was good. It was fun. Okay, that looks like that's right now. Well, wait a minute. There's like a click that you'll get when you line it up properly. I actually don't remember. Wait. You heard that? Okay, so that one's set. That's set, and now he's got to do the top one.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
If we get to the Bomba, a man could die of thirst in a case like this.
I will say, out of all the partners you have in this game, I really enjoyed Rusty. The different personalities. I think what I liked about this specific dynamic is just the way that they conflicted, you know? Like, it was different with Bukowski compared to this. Your partner could not drive at this time. So he's taking his sweet-ass time. I don't want to drive. What is going on here, game?
You know the way. You can drive.
The werewolf?
For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? The big head to hang on your wall. The color of the decade. I've been working evidence from BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
We finished, Stubbs. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stinking. There's some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures. He'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. You would have found me.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched.
Okay.
Pour me 3 fingers.
It's been a year. Let's see what I remember about these
So,
questions.
How's your tuna fish?
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
All right, Mr. McCall.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
All right, we got that one.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Mm-hmm. The way those eyes started turning away in the middle of your response says otherwise.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. But old man never knew about it.
Thinking about that, how many people do, like, you know? I can answer off the top of my head, but how many people do you, watching this, know that are having that exact same dynamic? Describe me.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
And in my opinion, X to doubt.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCole. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
All right, we got off scot-free with those questions.
Want a tip?
But that was the
Refill
easy
my
stuff.
coffee next time, honey.
just don't know how to dance.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks, ma'am.
Something that took me for a surprise when I was throwing tags on the last video is that badge 1247 is a moderately searched up thing. I was like, I can't believe that. I mean, it makes sense.
You can
but
drive.
Just so
Where
unexpected.
exactly are we going?
Your boy Phelps got some clout.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
Smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killing.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined. I'll try the back door. Wait here a second. Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Okay, and here I am gonna pop an intuition point. Okay, we got 4 clues.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Well, not particularly relevant to this case. That is still of relevance to the overall narrative.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. I explained the missing ring.
Yep, the ring that we were just talking about. You know, it's crazy to see how different things are from like back then, which you really don't need anything more than like a fifth grade education to know that. But like a new pastime of mine is watching a lot of footage of police officers and what they go through. I think the sovereign citizen ones are the best, and then even more so, sovereign citizens when they get in front of a judge.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. When my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
That's a valid point. I would never climb in one of my three-piece suits. Well, in reality, I wouldn't do anything nearly reckless. Also, I'm pretty sure the clue I missed over here was this. Yep.
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Okay, we got that clue. Let's go canvass the neighbors. I hear a vehicle coming. And it is directly behind me. And now I remember. We have to talk to this woman specifically.
Safe around here anymore.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
That one, marital problems. Because I don't remember if there's like a ranking system as far as clues go, but like if you miss this specific interaction, you don't get that, which means you can't get a question right, and that automatically docks you like an entire star, if I remember correctly, because this is one of those that took quite a few attempts due to that fact. But yeah, so we did that. Now we're going to head over to his apartment.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. Keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Did y'all see that random pedestrian just running across the street? I've never seen that in this game. That's kind of funny.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh,
for
my God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
That she's...
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus. I'm sorry.
All right, I know that we have on the main one right here.
I get even the slightest hint.
I remember when I was a teenager, I attempted this. I was just curious to see if this was bogus or not.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas.
And my man over there is just subjected to Rusty's torment.
Size 11s.
He'll be back in a moment. Just sit tight.
Alright. Something I always thought about throughout this game is how, like, some of these questions, even though the game will give you in this sequential order here of, like, 1, 2, 3 bullet pointed, some of these don't flow that way. There's, like, a certain way, like, you can go from this one to this one and it has, like, a better connective tissue. But let's start from the bottom.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
And that would be from our most recent clue.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
Imagine getting got simply because you decided to leave a sticky note torn up like that and not know somebody like Phelps existed to discover that.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
I know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there, he calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
See, if you'd have gotten that question wrong, you wouldn't have gotten that clue. But the bartender in question recalled the name Garrett Mason.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Here we go. Oh, what a cheap shot.
Doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
What's this bunkin'?
Okay, I am definitely rusty with the controls. All right, we got it.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
And then somehow I just had the Indiana Jones effect where my hat just miraculously ended up back on my head.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective.
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
One-eighth of an inch is crazy. That's all I'm going to say. But at this point, we have discretion. As you just heard, we are meant to go back to Central to start up interviews. You could, in theory, go straight to Mendez's apartment and skip that. However, if you do that, you do close out this entire case, and you do limit, one, the amount of clues that you get, and you're missing a lot of the questions. So, don't go off script. Go to Central. Conduct the interview.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Your help with some dry goods or preserves will help.
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment, Cole Phelps?
No, sir.
Good. I thought not. Jacob Henry is a sub-sister pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution. Are you prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway agrees with me.
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. A bird in hand is always worth two in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob, and the public will sleep easier tonight. Run along now, folks. I've warmed them up nicely for you.
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
That is bullshito.
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her and dragged her into the car and then took her out to the moors. She woke up and you smashed her face in with a socket wrench.
No. No.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
And that is why... Where is it? Actually, wait a minute. No. It's this one again.
I can. The bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams. She was an aviator, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird. But she never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. It's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. That was never going to be enough.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That seemed like genuine Yono say.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages. First, where the couple love each other equally and everything's roses. And then there's the other, where one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me, who love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
Why did you break into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
Obviously, we know where this is going to get linked.
Where did you hawk the jewelry, Jacob? You know how cheap you're going to look to the grand jury? Husband murders wife and sells her jewels.
I didn't break in. How many different ways do you want me to say it? I may not have a fancy job. I may not have a lot of money, but I still have my pride, you dirty son of a bitch.
Damn it, I got that one wrong.
Your marriage was over. You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
This is the part I got confused with before. This specifically is the one you only get from the neighbor.
Jenny Horgan says you blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. The DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her, all right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do? I took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Phelps, you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
Need a drink.
Out of all the captains you have in this game, he's the most intimidating. I would hate to get chewed out by
down a
him.
conviction for the skipper if we chase down this Mendez guy.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Ultimately, courtesy of golden doorknobs, you don't really need to do that. Just go up until you find a door that has a golden knob. which off the top of my dome, yeah, we gotta go one more.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Pop another intuition point, because I don't recall how many clues are in this room. Another 3.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
We got the lipstick, we got the weapon.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed. We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break, and Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
So naturally,
Mendez, stop
they
right
bolt.
there.
Said that there was 3 clues back there. I'm like 98% positive I missed one. Oh well.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
Yoink. I would cry having to do this in an expensive ass suit.
Get in and drive.
Here we go. Alright, let's try and get to the side so that Rusty can actually be useful and shoot it out.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Oh, what the?
Idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
I should have just kept on ramming from that point.
Hit him, Cole.
Let's go.
Spit him out.
Son of a bitch.
Now is not the time to play around, Phelps.
I'm gonna ram him.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Or maybe you need to shoot straighter. Perfect.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Hands behind your head.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Yep, that's what I thought. I missed the other clue at the end, and then I think the clue is what did it. It originally wasn't so much as the questions, but hey, I'll take it. Only $10 of city damage. So yeah, that is the resurgence of LA Noire on this channel, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Those of you that did come back, or anybody that's new that's just stumbled upon the channel, please do me a favor, drop a like if you did enjoy the video, and do subscribe for more, because this is going to be another little series that we continue on with on the side of everything else going on until we conclude the entire game. So, yeah. God, I love this game though, man. I've said it so many times that I'm going to keep on saying it. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you when we come back in the next case.